Is Dogecoin about to unleash a new class of millionaires? Or are we staring down the last exit before a devastating plunge? In the world of crypto, fortunes can turn in a single heartbeat. Get this call wrong, and you could watch a life-changing rally slip through your fingers. Or, perhaps even worse, buy at the very peak and see hard-earned gains evaporate. The stakes are nothing short of extraordinary. Right now, Dogecoin, the infamous meme coin that many critics dismissed as a passing joke, has electrified the market with a surge of more than 12% this week. That is not just a blip. It is a move that has analysts and traders laser-focused on the make-or-break resistance at 36 cents. In technical terms, this level is acting as a kind of psychological and structural barrier, and a breakout here could clear the way to price targets as high as 70 cents, or perhaps even the fabled $1 mark. These are levels Dogecoin has not touched since its most legendary bull runs. But what makes this surge even more astonishing is what is happening behind the scenes. Whales, those mysterious, deep-pocketed investors, have just snapped up over $200 million worth of Dogecoin in a single day. The scale of this move is almost unprecedented for a meme coin. Such aggressive accumulation suggests that heavyweight investors are positioning for a historic surge, while technical charts and on-chain data are flashing bullish signals that even the most die-hard skeptics are struggling to dismiss. So what makes this current rally different from all the false starts and fizzled hype cycles that came before? To understand the stakes, let's dive into Dogecoin's roller coaster past, the forces driving this explosive new momentum, and why this particular setup has analysts and investors on edge. Dogecoin's history is a saga of hype, crashes, and improbably wild rallies. It was created in 2013, almost as a parody of Bitcoin's seriousness. With its Shiba Inu mascot and tongue-in-cheek branding, Dogecoin was the first true meme coin, quickly branded by experts as a fleeting internet joke, something speculative with no real-world purpose or staying power. Yet Dogecoin refused to fade. It outlasted thousands of rivals to become the world's largest meme coin by market capitalization. In May of 2021, it sent shockwaves through the financial world by rocketing to an all-time high near 74 cents. That move turned early believers into instant millionaires and flipped the script on the entire crypto industry. For comparison, consider that Bitcoin's rise from a few dollars to tens of thousands was measured in years. Dogecoin's wildest rallies happened in a matter of weeks, powered by viral memes, social media campaigns, and a cult-like community. Dogecoin's legendary volatility keeps even veteran traders on edge. During that same 2021 rally, a bullish breakout pattern hinted at a run to $1, a target many laughed off until Dogecoin nearly reached $0.75. That episode proved how viral sentiment and social trading can move real markets. Think about the GameStop saga of 2021, where retail traders on Reddit brought Wall Street to its knees. Dogecoin's rise was crypto's version of that rebellion. For years, analysts and the media labeled Dogecoin a joke or a bubble, underestimating its relentless community and viral power. But each cycle, Dogecoin defies expectations, pulling in waves of retail investors and, more recently, powerful crypto whales. These whales have unleashed multi-million-dollar buying sprees, injecting serious momentum into the latest rallies. Just recently, over $200 million flowed into Dogecoin in a 24-hour window. If you dismiss Dogecoin as just another meme, you could miss the next explosive surge fueled by mass psychology and meme momentum, while others reap major profits. Remember the stories of early Bitcoin adopters who bought in at a few cents and became legends? Dogecoin has already minted its own class of overnight millionaires. The question now is whether history is about to repeat. But Dogecoin's next act may be even bigger. Analysts are watching a critical resistance at 36 cents. A breakout at this level could trigger a fresh rally towards 70 cents and beyond. Why is 36 cents so crucial? On-chain analytics tell the story. This is the most critical resistance level for Dogecoin right now. According to Glassnode's realized price data, about 3.5% of the entire Dogecoin supply, over 5 billion coins, changed hands at or near this price. That means millions of holders are sitting at break-even, waiting for Dogecoin to claw its way back so they can finally sell and exit their positions. If they all rush to sell at once, it could create a formidable sell wall strong enough to halt any rally in its tracks. But there is a twist. Institutions and crypto whales are stepping in, and their moves are calculated, not whimsical. In just the past 24 hours, whales have scooped up nearly $200 million worth of Dogecoin. This kind of strategic accumulation during price surges is rarely accidental. It is a classic sign that smart money expects a major breakout. In fact, this buying spree pushed Dogecoin up by 3% in a single session, flashing a signal that heavyweight investors are betting on a decisive move. Historically, when whales accumulate aggressively, it often precedes explosive rallies. For example, before Bitcoin's legendary run in late 2020, a similar pattern of whale accumulation was observed. The charts are adding fuel to the fire. Dogecoin is now forming both an ascending triangle and a bullish rising wedge, two technical patterns that often precede explosive rallies. Chart watchers say that if Dogecoin can close above 36 cents and hold, the next target could be 70 cents. There is barely any historical resistance between these levels, meaning a surge of 50 to 100% could unfold within days or weeks, unleashing a torrent of momentum and setting the stage for a possible all-time high. To put this in perspective, look at other moments in crypto history. When Ethereum broke through the psychological barrier of $100 in 2017, it more than doubled within a month, ultimately peaking above $1,400 in early 2018. Dogecoin's current setup shares eerie similarities: a strong community, viral momentum, and technical patterns that hint at a breakout. In the same way, Litecoin's breakout above $50 in 2020 was met with a swift run to over $400 as momentum snowballed. The stakes are massive. Buying in before a confirmed breakout could deliver outsized returns. But if 36 cents proves impenetrable and sellers overpower the rally, you risk buying into a bull trap and watching losses stack up as Dogecoin reverses. Timing and precision are crucial at this tipping point. So what happens next? If Dogecoin clears 36 cents, a historic rally could be unleashed. But if resistance holds, the reversal could be swift and punishing. The next hours and days will be critical. Every move at this level could decide who profits and who gets left behind. This is not an abstract warning. In May of 2021, when Dogecoin failed to hold above 70 cents, the price collapsed by more than 50% in under 2 weeks, wiping out billions in paper gains. Is this the turning point Dogecoin traders have been waiting for, or a clever trap that could devastate the careless? Blink, and the move that defines your year might slip past. Dogecoin is approaching its make-or-break resistance at 36 cents, and the outcome in the coming days could determine fortunes. Here's what's truly on the line. If Dogecoin conquers 36 cents, analysts warn there's little resistance until 70 cents. That means price could launch vertically, with some even whispering about the mythical $1 threshold if bullish energy keeps building. This is not mere speculation. In the past, similar setups in altcoins like Solana and Cardano resulted in rallies of several 100% once key resistance levels were breached and retail FOMO took over. What could light this fuse? Whale accumulation and a surge of institutional interest, fuel almost never seen in the meme coin world. In just the past 24 hours, well over $200 million of Dogecoin have been scooped up by major players. Add in ETF rumors, and any breakout could spark a stampede, sucking in retail traders and multiplying every move. Picture the 2020 rally in Tesla stock, where institutional buying led to a parabolic surge as retail investors raced to join the party. Yet there's a twist. Dogecoin's history is littered with long, draining stretches of sideways drift. Many holders have grown weary as the price grinds, shaking out those impatient for a payoff. Even when the setup looks bullish, timing is everything. Prolonged low volatility could push out weak hands just before a sudden burst catches the market by surprise. This phenomenon is called the boredom trap, and it is played out countless times in crypto. For example, Bitcoin traded sideways between $6,000 and $8,000 for months in 2019 before suddenly rocketing to over $12,000 within weeks. Analysts disagree on speed. Some predict 50 cents by September, while others see $1 as possible before year's end, if momentum holds. For instance, crypto analyst Ali Martinez has stated that Dogecoin could target 70 cents if it decisively breaks above 36 cents, citing the lack of significant realized price distribution between those levels. No matter the outlook, 36 cents is the gateway. Miss it, and access to 70 cents or more could vanish in an instant. But beware, the risks are just as fierce. Should Dogecoin stumble below 36 cents, a flood of selling could follow, as breakout buyers scramble to limit losses. A promising rally could flip to a brutal correction, with volatility shaking up the wider crypto market, especially if Bitcoin or Ethereum falter. In previous cycles, such as the 2018 correction, altcoins dropped as much as 80% in a matter of weeks when key support levels failed. In short, this is a high-stakes test for meme coin traders. Play it right, and you might ride a wave of explosive profits. Get it wrong, and you risk not only your portfolio, but your trading nerve. The tension has rarely been higher. With the next move looming, all eyes are on Dogecoin's price chart. What happens next could reshape the entire meme coin landscape. So let's break down what separates betting from investing when a meme coin like Dogecoin dominates headlines with dizzying price swings. The difference lies in discipline, especially now, as Dogecoin flashes signals that could ignite a generational rally. Let's get tactical. Not every price surge spells opportunity. True investors wait for confirmation, not just excitement. For Dogecoin, the line in the sand is 36 cents. This is where more than 3% of the entire supply changed hands, a magnet for sellers. If Dogecoin can smash through this barrier on powerful volume and hold above it, the odds shift dramatically. Volume is your early warning system. In the past day, nearly $200 million in Dogecoin was scooped up by whales. That's a serious hint that big players are moving. Still, whale activity is no promise. If fresh buyers dry up, even the wildest rally can collapse in hours. This is what happened to Dogecoin in early 2022, when a brief surge above 16 cents was met with a wave of profit-taking and the rally fizzled within days. Chart patterns like triangles or wedges can whisper about breakouts, but only a decisive close above resistance on heavy volume confirms the move. Watch for follow-through. Has Dogecoin stayed above 36 cents for several sessions, or was it just a fleeting spike? Don't chase green candles. Demand proof. The history of crypto is littered with failed breakouts that trapped impatient traders. Just look at Ripple's repeated failures to hold above $1 in 2018 and 2020. Risk management is non-negotiable. Dogecoin has roared 30 to 50% higher in days, only to erase gains in a flash. Protect yourself, set firm stop losses, and never risk more than you're prepared to lose. That way, a failed breakout stings but does not destroy your portfolio. Take a lesson from the 2021 Shiba Inu rally. Those who set stop losses survived the brutal 50% correction that followed. Last, dodge FOMO, the fear of missing out. You do not need to nail the bottom to profit. Let price action prove itself, then act with a plan. When you see whale accumulation, surging volume, and a clean break above resistance, you are looking at a setup with real potential, not just another viral frenzy. This is how smart investors thrive during the 2020 crypto surge, entering after confirmation and letting the trend carry their gains. Master these strategies, and Dogecoin's volatility goes from hazard to opportunity. For example, consider the investors who waited for Ethereum to confirm its breakout above $400 in 2020. They participated in the run to over $4,000 while minimizing risk. With the breakout line drawn, All eyes now turn to the charts. What unfolds at 36 cents could set the tone for Dogecoin's next explosive chapter. If the rally takes hold, we could see headlines about new all-time highs and a reshaping of the meme coin hierarchy. If not, cautionary tales will dominate, warning of the dangers of speculation without discipline. So, is Dogecoin still just a meme? Or is this where memes make serious money? Right now, Dogecoin stands at the center of a high-stakes clash between hype and hard data. Its price has jumped nearly 20% this week, powered by whales scooping up over $200 million and a decisive surge past the key 25-cent mark. Analysts are watching the 36-cent level closely. If Dogecoin can stay above it, the runway to 70 cents and possibly new record highs could open before our eyes. But here's the real test. Around 5 billion tokens were bought at that 36-cent line. If Dogecoin revisits this level, many holders might seize the chance to sell, creating fierce resistance and chaotic volatility. History shows that moves at psychological barriers can make or break fortunes, especially for those who hesitate or chase too late. Remember the stories of those who bought Bitcoin at $20,000 in late 2017? Many had to wait years just to break even. The same lessons apply here. This is not just about riding a meme wave for laughs. On-chain signals, technical patterns, and the real money of whales and institutions are all converging right now. Your next decision could define your crypto legacy. Are you prepared to face the outcome? Take this moment seriously and act with strategy and discipline. The crossroads is here. Watch from the sidelines or act before the world catches up. A breakout or breakdown at 36 cents could shape Dogecoin's story for years. What you do next could determine if you ride the surge or get left behind. The choice, as always in crypto, is yours. But this time, the stakes could not be higher.